Good morning. It is Sunday, June 7th, my 7th day on trail, with one of those being a 0. I have in store for me at least 7.8 to Falls Creek Campground, or it's not a campground, but it's a campsite, buy some water, or I have to decide what to do if it's real early by the time I get there. I don't know. I slept real well last night, except that those whippoorwills were around again, and they were making noise late at night and real early. I would say 4 o'clock or so. But I had an overall good night's sleep. Oh, there's a deer down there. I just saw the tail. It's about 7:45 in the morning. My foot is feeling pretty good. I got it padded pretty well. So we'll see how today does on it. I am fighting the spider webs this morning. Just got some. Oh, they just string those webs right across the trail. So I'll be using my poles. One of the brothers at the tent site I was at, Jeff, got up this morning. I give him credit, 4:30 in the morning, and hiked all the way up to that chimney rock to see the sunrise. Wow. It's amazing that he did that. Looked like he was happy when he came down. This is Old Forge State Park, I guess. It's only 8:10 in the morning, so I'm not going to stop, but it'd be a good picnic place. Looks like they got water here too. So if you're on the AT and you come out, pure drinking water year round. But I'm gonna head on into the woods. I just ran into the 4 college kids that were up at Chimney Rock when I was up there. I ran into them at the creek down by the shelter after I came down, and I'm walking near Old Forge Park and they are heading towards it. So they look like they were having some fun. It's their last hoorah, I think, before everybody starts off on their own careers. Those guys, 3 of them are chemical engineers, and one of them is a computer engineer, I guess. Got some uphills today. Just stopped at Deer Lick Shelter. It's right off the trail. It's like 3.8 in for the day so far. It's I'm glad I stayed where I did. That one's not that great. And in the last shelter and this shelter, both have their privies with boards locked over the privy, so you can't get into them. So things are not open yet throughout the trail. Hit and miss. I just filled up at a spring. The caretaker from the last shelter recommended that water was better than the next one that I'm coming to. So my pack is full of water. The water sources between here and really the next 2 shelters is kind of iffy. So even the one at the campsite that I'm planning on staying at, I don't know, there's been different comments and gut hooks. So hopefully I'll have enough water. If not, I'll use what's there. I just passed some southbounders They came all the way from Georgia, and their names were Jay and Silent Bob. They've been on trail since March 12th. Never got off. And of course, the pack is the heaviest as I have to climb lots of hills now. So I just came across my first stage through hiker trail magic. I am pretty much set, so I don't need anything. So I'm gonna pass it, but that's nice of the people that do that. I'm in the middle of climbing a fairly long uphill. Today is full of day hikers. So this trail that I'm on, this section is close to roads, and there's a Penmar Park. So there's a lot of people out on the trail, and it's Sunday. Running across quite a few. You passed me a while ago.
Yeah, the spring.
Yeah, down at the spring. So what brings you out on the trail?
Just here for the weekend. I'm from Maryland in like the DC area, but I like to get out and hike a bit. So.
Now, how long have you been playing the violin?
I actually played the viola classically.
Oh, is that a
No, this is a violin.
Oh, I was gonna say
the viola when I was younger for like 5 or 6 years in like middle school and high school, but it didn't really stick. And about a year ago, I started picking up the viola again and trying to play it like a fiddle, but then I realized a lot of fiddle songs kind of depend on the drone strings being in the exact places they are for the violin. So if you play them an octave down on the viola, don't work as well. So I bought myself an old violin and been having fun ever since.
Well, I enjoyed coming across you and listening to you play, so thank you very much. Getting close to Falls Creek Camp. This is the campsite. I got a decision to make. A little rocky. I'm at Falls Creek Campground. It's pretty rocky around here. And the reason I gotta make a decision is it's only noon. So this is definitely a stopping place for my lunch. So now I gotta figure out where the next stop would be. I'm gonna try and make it to the next shelter. It's 6.5 miles away. In between there will be a park, Penmar Park, which I may take a break at because I got a big uphill coming. So it's gonna probably take me till 5 or 6 tonight to get into camp. I'm gonna have to take it slow, make sure my body doesn't quit on me. I bet that tree made a loud noise when it fell. All right, I got a lot of uphill coming. It wasn't as muggy today, but I am sweating. I have a little bit more on an uphill. It's gonna go down a little bit. And then I got this huge uphill to get to these rocks. That's where I'm gonna take my break, 2.3 miles. I'm up on a rock, decided to take a break because I got 0.7 miles to the rocky ledge. And it's a 13 or 14% grade. So I needed a break before I try to tackle that. I just came off the rock ledges. I have mixed emotions about that. It's all graffiti. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of cool. The view is beautiful. I think I'd like it better without the graffiti. It's very crowded up there today. It's Sunday. And there was a sign that said you're supposed to have no more than 10 people up there. There's definitely more than 10. And you're supposed to keep your 6 feet. Nobody doing that. So I have about 2 miles to get to the shelter, and then I'll be done for the day. Then I'll figure out what I'm doing for tomorrow. I just wanted to recap the day. It was a long day. I did 14.2 miles, and I'm at Raven Rock Shelter. I stopped at that Falls Creek campground and did not like that campground and decided I'd just keep moving. So as a result of that, I did make my way up to the rocks that have all the graffiti. I'm still on the fence about whether or not I really like those, but the view from up there was incredible. I had a really good day. It was a tough day though. Lots of rocks, lots of boulders, lots of uphill. And when I was going uphill, I was sweating. Yeah, I was kind of crazy. I did run into a lady and her husband on the trail early this morning. Her name's Shirley. She offered up to be a trail angel. Really appreciate that. That's amazing. So anyway, I have her contact number. It's unlikely I'll need to be able to reach out to her, but it was nice to know that the offer's there. So thank you, Shirley, if you're watching. The other thing that was kind of strange today was running past this one girl that was just randomly playing a violin in the woods. So that was kind of nice. I enjoyed listening to that. I saw a ton of day hikers today, section hikers, most of them going the opposite direction, but a ton of people were out today. And not many social distancing. In the shelter tonight, I have 4 through hikers. Tic Tac Papa Smurf, pee bottle, and empty spot. They're all up in the shelter. I decided to go ahead and tent because somebody mentioned that a couple of them snore, and I know one of them's getting up early. So hopefully I'll sleep better out here in my tent. It's a nice night. I've really lucked out when it came to weather. For this section of the hike, the biggest problem is making sure you've got water, because the water sources are either pretty far away or from your shelter, or just not much there. So just have to carry quite a bit of water. So overall, pretty good day. My feet are holding up. My body's holding up. It was a tough day though. So tomorrow I will probably go to a campsite that's like 8 miles, almost 9 miles away. And then I should just have one more day to get out, and Tammy will pick me up. So overall, I have lucked out with this weather. I am lucky.